predicting all 6 rumored WWE women's matches at WrestleMania 42. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. WrestleMania 42 is just around the corner, and WWE is doing an incredible job building hype for the event. Triple H is expected to stack both nights with some blockbuster matches this year. Recent reports state that the women's division will be a major highlight this year, as the company is currently planning to put 6 women's matches at the Showcase of the Immortals in Las Vegas. Over the past few years, fans have criticized WWE for giving less spotlight to women's matches at Mania. Therefore, this year the company is planning to go all out with its women's division. Besides, the current female roster is stacked with some of the biggest names and high-profile stars. A card of 6 women's matches at the annual event is therefore pretty plausible. Let's predict all 6 rumored WWE women's matches at WrestleMania 42. Giulia has been reigning as the Women's United States Champion on SmackDown for the past 2 months. The title has not been defended on any PLE since its inception in WWE. The Beautiful Madness deserves to have a strong title defense at WrestleMania 42. Meanwhile, Tiffany Stratton is also wandering directionless on SmackDown since her return. Considering Stratton's star power, she is expected to be involved in a big match at this year's WrestleMania. Therefore, WWE might book her in a showdown with Giulia for the Women's United States title. Both women have the potential to deliver an outstanding match that will elevate the coveted title. As a result, Triple H is likely to book this match at the Show of Shows. Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble this year in Saudi Arabia. She then went on to call out Stephanie Baker multiple times on Raw over the past month, and the 2 stars were even involved in some brawls. A few weeks ago, Morgan finally chose Vakir as her WrestleMania 42 opponent, and WWE has made this big match official for the Women's World Championship. La Primera had an amazing year last year, where she delivered some great matches and even won her first world title. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan has been doing some of her best work on Monday Night Raw as a heel over the past year. As a result, this match shaped up to be a well-built storyline that will deliver something fresh for the fan at WrestleMania 42. WWE often puts the Women's Tag Team Championship in a multi-team match at WrestleMania. This year may not be any different, as several teams want to get their hands on the titles. Nia Jax and Lash Legend recently won the women's tag team titles by defeating Rhea Ripley and Sky on SmackDown. They could compete in a big match at the Show of Shows this year. The Irresistible Forces could defend their WWE Tag Team Championship in a multi-team match against the team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, the team of Chelsea Green and Alba Fire, and the team of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. There is a possibility that Triple H could put an NXT duo as well into this showdown to give the rising stars a big spotlight at a stage like WrestleMania. Jade Cargill has been having a decent run as the WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown for over 3 months now. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley won the Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn herself a shot at the WWE Women's title at the grandest stage of them all. This set up a big, first-time ever showdown between the 2 superstars for WrestleMania 42. Besides, Cargill and Ripley have developed some heat that has taken the hype of this match to the next level. There were rumors that the 2 stars did not like each other backstage, and they took various jabs at each other on social media. WWE has been marketing this as a big-time battle, easily making it one of the biggest matches for this year's WrestleMania. Asuka vs. Sky at WrestleMania 42. Asuka and Sky have been feuding since mid-2025. It all began after the former's heel turn last year, which pushed their rivalry into a tag team feud between the Kabuki Warriors and RHIYO. However, Sky and Asuka are yet to collide in a singles match. They have only faced each other once on live TV, and that was back in 2023. The two superstars could once again cross paths. EYO Sky and Asuka could lock horns in a high-voltage clash at WrestleMania 42. They are two of the most well-known pro wrestlers in the world, and their showdown has the potential to be a solid addition to the Mania card. Besides, it has been more than 6 months since this feud began, and Triple H has not presented their match yet. It could mean that he is saving it for the biggest stage possible. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch have been feuding with each other since September 2025. They have squared off multiple times in WWE over the past 5 months, and Lee has always managed to put down the man. At Elimination Chamber, the Black Widow went on to defeat Lynch in their first singles match to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. However, there is a lot of unfinished business between the two ladies. Becky is not done with AJ yet, and she is expected to go after the Women's Intercontinental Championship again. There is a good possibility that Triple H could put the two stars against each other in the final chapter of their rivalry for the Women's Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 42. WWE veteran comments on Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill's social media feud. WWE superstars Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill have been slinging heated comments at each other online. The back and forth started right after Mommy won the 2026 Elimination Chamber, earning a shot at the Storm's Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42. Several other superstars ended up joining this feud and took the Eradicator's side. Now, a longtime veteran, Natalya, has given her take on this heated exchange and how it affects WM42. Natty wants to see Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill trade blows. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, the low-key legend noted that Rhea Ripley is a very respected and loved star in the women's division. However, she can easily bring out the beast in someone when she wrestles them. Natty also noted that Cargill is someone who loves to play heel. She then recounted the unsavory exchange Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair had ahead of WrestleMania 41, stating that it made her want to watch their match. Now, the Queen of Hearts said that she is feeling the same desire from this online exchange between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. Rhea is so respected. She's respected in our women's locker room. She's one of my favorite people that I've ever wrestled. She is giving, she is generous, but she's also like, when the bell rings, she's scary. She definitely brings out the beast in people that she's in there with, because she's really, really tough. But Jade loves to be a heel. Whatever happened between Tiffany and Charlotte, which we ended up watching the whole thing go down on Unreal, it did make me want to watch their match. Like, now I am like racing to buy a ticket to watch what's gonna happen between Jade and Rhea. I don't think we all have to get along. I don't think that we all have to love each other. We do need to respect each other. So that is a big thing, you know what I mean? But listen, damn, let's get the Unreal cameras out. Needless to say, the former Divas and WWE Women's Champion does have a point. The real-life heat between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill is turning heads and pulling the fans in. It would be interesting to see if the online jabs turn to verbal, in-person jabs between the two superstars on the road to WrestleMania, as it happened between Stratton and Flair